Welcome to The Wrap. I'm Oliver Renick, here to take you through today's market action. Stocks closed mostly higher after a weak start. Equities rallied back throughout the day, with the Dow adding close to 1%. The S&P and the Russell tacked on less than 0.25%, and the Nasdaq was lower. Big tech was somewhat of a problem. Energy and materials closed as the top sectors in the S&P, each adding more than 2%. Utilities were lower by more than 1%, and tech did manage to firm up a tad, but still slid about 90 bips, and comms were also down 0.5%. Let's look at some of the stocks. Nvidia. Other AI stocks, too, were also behind some of tech's downside. The group slid after the Biden administration proposed the limits on global chip sales over national security concerns, notably toward China. Nvidia released a statement saying the measure, quote, would only weaken America's global competitiveness and allow the White House to, quote, rig market outcomes and stifle competition. China, Taiwan, and Singapore made up more than half of Nvidia's $35 billion in revenue during its most recent quarter. And there was a big sell-off in Abercrombie Fitch as the stock plunged to 5-month lows, despite a better-than-expected holiday season and an outlook, but one that didn't exceed analyst expectations. The clothing chain said they'll see 7 to 8% growth in fourth quarter sales, compared to previous estimates of just 5 to 7%. However, Wall Street was one step ahead, already expecting 7.5% for the quarter. And on the downside, another big sell-off in Moderna as its bear market post-COVID continues. The vaccine maker hit near 5-year lows after slashing guidance and posting sales below expectations. The company expects $1.5 to $2.5 billion in revenue for 2025, down from $2.5 to $3.5 billion in a previous estimate. Moderna's 2024 product sales totaled $3 to $3.1 billion, which was on the low end of guidance. The company will also cut cash costs by $1 billion this coming year and another $500 million in 2026. Tomorrow, we'll get the first look at a week focused on inflation. PPI is out before the bell alongside the NFIB Small Business Optimism Index. We'll also get a little bill announcement, but the highlight will be CPI on Wednesday. That's it for The Wrap. I'm Oliver Renick. Remember to tune in 24/7 to schwabnetwork.com.